Sesiano, where we find ourselves as Ghana, no, for about 6 years counting, no, we have had trade surpluses. Year in, year out, we have had trade surpluses. But why is our currency not strong? Adentina sidino asay. Adentina economy na asay. Asay because one, yedi busia ho nya abetu yeso. Ena sa busia no so dodo na in foreign currency, which we are not producers of. At the time, they took away Yensika, which was the beats, and the pound sterling, ebre, because we cannot produce the pounds back then. So that is what they brought to us. Today is the same thing. Now, back then with Nkrumah, what Nkrumah decided to do was to say, let's have our own capital arrangement in terms of the banking system. And until now, most of these banks, that's the National Investment Bank, the Construction Bank, and all that, because we needed capital to develop. Your financial system, no, so no. We have mismanaged it so well. Sir, there is no way you can have a strong economy with a weak financial sector. The financial sector is always the backbone of every economy. Say, any strong country will crash economically. They crash with their financial sectors. Once the financial sectors began collapsing, everything will come to a halt. Enti yadu babia, where Nkrumah would have wanted us to be transformed from that Georgesburg kind of economy that was inherited pre-independence. And that is why he put in the effort of putting up Akosomo, the factories, and all that. Because you have to substitute near air free or air ban. But when we came into these administrations, what we have achieved, we have broken down all those structures. All the things Nkrumah decided to do to checkmate what has been introduced to us, we are saying now. Now, the only government that has reinforced this is this particular government in power. They had made sure, your collapse is just not a mere collapse, but an entrenched or persistent collapse. This is going to last us almost 50 years. Well, when you see your treasury bill market, lazy as we are, because the bond market now collapsing, and omo catch and say omo issued new bonds now, it will be traded in. Now the banks have responded by saying, we are not interested in your bonds and trading in those bonds. And all the investor community have done same. Now what they have done now, because of the rates IMA or treasury bills, banks because that's the easiest way to make money. And at a very good rate, they oversubscribe. Here is government saying, Annan BOG saying, and the power say more oversubscribe, but we will not pick it all. We will pick just what we need and leave the rest. But next time, our target, instead of 30% and over, we will pay only 19%. You are abusing your position. That will further lead us to a substantial collapse of our capital market. Now, then we should forget it. Look, from January, yes, inflation will come up a bit. Month on month, inflation now, Usha, a bar, a name kakra. But by February, it should be sliding down. This will be the only year that by February, March to May, we will still have a consistent increase on the month-on-month inflation figures. Where we are heading to now, already we are in crisis, but where we are heading to now is a complete catastrophe.
Hey.